Hi, guys, and welcome to Tea Talk Thursday. You're probably like, what is all that happening in the background? Well, I'm coming to you live from Austin, Texas, the home of 2019's Mom 2.0 Summit. In my hotel room, I wanted to come in and just briefly talk to you guys because, on Thursdays, we've got to go live and dish the tea. And lots of tea has been coming out, so let's talk about it. For those of you who don't know me, and maybe this is your first time joining me, welcome. My name is Tamika. I am the mouth at IG at Tamika Talks and the thought leader here at Life and Pumps, where my goal is to bring you lots of things and exciting information to help you balance that busyness of life. If you're a mom or if you're just a parent, how about this? If you're a human, I'm certain you can understand how sometimes life gets so busy and it's so much mess and you're trying to figure out how to put it all together. Well, I like to talk about how I'm putting it all together. Am I perfect? No, but I try. And I like to share with you what I find out. And I hope that you'll share with me things that you find out as well. But on Thursdays, we come together for roughly about 30 minutes and we talk about whatever's been happening around the world for the week. Didn't want to miss another day, so here I am with you guys. Normally, we do any formalities in terms of anything that I know you guys may message me later on to be like, hey, what's that? Where'd you get that? What is that? I don't have any of that stuff today, but if you want to know about what I have on, send me a message. I'll definitely let you know. And later on today on Instagram, you will get to see a picture of my full outfit because I know a lot of times people ask me about that, especially the shoes. Yes, shoes. I'm all about shoes. But let's get started. So today, if you guys were watching TV, listen to the radio or anything, you know that Uncle Joe made his announcement. Joe Biden has finally officially stated that he is in the run for president. What do you guys think? Are you excited? So I knew this was coming, and I'm certain that is part of the reason why there was so much chatter about what was happening with him and these women and, just all of it. And people were like putting so much on him. And I'm certain it was to deter him, from actually jumping into the arena. Everyone knew it was coming. And I believe part of the reason why he did not do it previously when your current president basically put his hat in the ring is because he has a lot going on with his family. His son had just passed. He was still dealing with that grief of that, even though his son, while he was sick, encouraged him to run for president. So I knew that he was not going to let his son down. He was definitely going to do it. And, he's on a mission. But you do know that like his daughter-in-law married or started dating his other son or somebody. So some things were happening there. And I'm certain that he didn't want to bring all of that into his campaign at the time. But now, before he even announced, we had all these women who were saying they felt uncomfortable being around him, but kind of the way he received them. So Uncle Joe is a hugger. He always has been. And I get it. Sometimes people don't understand that personal space boundary, but I just didn't feel like it was newsworthy. I totally did. And I get it. He's a man in power. And maybe you aren't that type of person who feels comfortable saying, hey, dude, you're making me uncomfortable. But I didn't feel like we needed to have a press conference about it. I didn't feel like stories needed to be written about it, but apparently someone did. And it came out on the news, and basically what was going on is, it became big news. Like they talked about it on The View, all of it. I don't know about you, but I felt like it was a total waste of airtime. And I loved how basically the ladies on The View addressed it, and they talked about like, okay, we get it. He's a man of power, and maybe everyone is not comfortable saying it, but you're saying that his intent was not to make you uncomfortable and there was nothing sexual by it. So I'm not sure what the intent behind that was, other than to slander his name. And I like that Joe stood by what he said. I said what I said. I apologize. I don't know what more you want me to do. And I feel like as a president, we need somebody who's going to stand by his word and do what he does. You guys agree? So I am excited. You guys know that I worked very heavily on the campaign when President Obama was running. So I am totally preparing to get in behind this just to see what he's saying he's going to do, the whole mission. So I'm in. Welcome to the race, Uncle Joe. You guys know I'm all about this political thing. So I will be paying attention. Cannot wait. All right. Next up, Avengers Endgame. Have you guys bought tickets? Because if you haven't, so you're not going to see it this weekend. I won't see it this weekend because, like I said, I'm in Austin, Texas, but I'm planning to see it as soon as I get home and I can get situated. My daughter and her girlfriends are going on Saturday, I believe it is. I think it's Saturday. Yeah, Saturday sounds right. And I just told her, I don't want to know any spoilers, so don't tell me any. What I will say is that this is the end of an era. Like, how do you guys feel about that? Like, especially you guys who have been in this since the beginning. I'm kind of a new Marvel fan. Let me not call myself new. I'm in it, and my children started really liking it. So at that point, I kind of got into it more. Like, I wasn't watching it when I was little. Some of it I would watch like when they hit the cartoons and things. But I feel like now I've gotten into it more because of my kids. And then once Disney took over, I love everything Disney. So I kind of had no choice but to really be involved in it. So I've seen most of the movies. So I'm excited to see how this ending comes to play. What I love is, I don't know if you guys saw, someone wrote this letter that has been going all around on the internet, and it was like, no spoilers. It was a note basically to like all the Avengers fans. Please, when you go see the movie, do not come on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, or anything and post about the movie. Don't post spoilers. Don't spoil it for people. So I haven't seen it. And guys, I'm all about seeing the previews before movies come out. But I just didn't have time. I had so much going on. So I'm going to see it when everyone else sees it. So you don't have to worry about me issuing any spoilers. And my daughter has already told me that she's not going to share any details with me, even if I ask her. So once I see it, I feel like we should give it a week. And then maybe after a week, we should come in and, talk about it together. You guys, what do you think? Let me know your thoughts. So we're talking about the end game. If you are planning to go see it this weekend, let me know. I want to know who's going, who's bought tickets. Like I said, hey, it's like they're expecting this movie to be the end-all be-all of movies for 2019. Like, they're saying that this movie is going to cap so much money that no other movie will beat this movie. We're not even halfway through the year yet, so just imagine what that means. Crazy, right? But we all know that that's what happens, that the fans, they are about it. So you didn't get your ticket. Hopefully it's not too late. Like I said, I'm going to go see it next week. And I feel like what I should probably do is see it during the week while the kids are at school. So that might be a better option. But either way, I will let you know before I go see it. And then we can talk about it. I feel like we should give it at least a week. Maybe we should give it 2. I don't know. You guys let me know. We should either give it a week or 2 weeks. But we should definitely come back together and talk about it. But what I do want to talk to you guys about is The Intruder. So I don't know if you guys have heard about it or know about it. So a lot of people like it because, there's some nice eye candy in the movie. I missed the premiere in Philadelphia, but I did send someone in my place so that they could enjoy the movie and kind of give me some feedback. So The Intruder features Michael Ealy, and Megan Good is what I really want her name to be. God, I want her to be. I'm certain that's her name, Megan Good. And what is the other actor's name? I had it in my head. It is gone. When I figure it out, I'll let you guys know. But basically, they are renting this house from him, and he comes back for like crazy things. Like one day he's mowing the lawn, and a lot of this is not a spoiler. You can see it in the preview. But what I was told by the people that I sent to see the movie in my place was that it was a great movie. And these people, they're a little, they don't just say that about anything. So I'm excited about it. It does open this weekend. So if you can't get in to see the Avengers because you waited too long to buy a ticket, check out The Intruder because I'm going to see that as well. And we'll talk about that too. Yes. So Maria's saying that she needs to get caught up on all the movies in the next 48 hours. I know. So let me tell you what I did. I went through on my channels and I looked to see what I hadn't seen yet or what I didn't remember. And on one of the sites, I wanted to be on a Disney site. They have a list of all the movies you can watch in chronological order. So I was like, how can I get all these movies fit in before I physically go into the theater? Because at the end of every movie, when everyone's getting up, especially the fans who aren't the true fans, they're getting up, they're leaving. There's always some kind of spoiler to the next movie. So I need to make sure that I know all of those so that I'm not in the theater tapping on my son like, what happened? Who's that? Who's that? Because he doesn't like when I do that. But I can't help it. I need details. So I'm going to be doing the same thing. Let me know which ones you're watching that you need to get caught up on because, hey, maybe we can watch together and chat about it, because they're old. No one will care. Also, did you guys see that in the movies, what is his name? Rami Malek is going to be the next James Bond. What do you guys think about that? I haven't seen a James Bond movie in so long that I had to like think about what I envisioned the next James Bond would be. And I don't know that he was what I thought about at all. Maybe because, so in full disclosure, I did not see the movie that he won the Oscar for. I know, I'm sorry, I'm such a bad person, I know. But I watched him in the series that he was in, and I don't know if that's like his character always. He played it very well. It was a little creepy to me. He played it very well. So I'm just not sure that he's going to bring all that suave and debonair that you expect from James Bond. Just think about it. You know, James Bond is the one who drives the fancy cars. He always has, oh, he's going to play the villain, not James Bond. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so I had it all wrong. I just literally watched that on The View earlier, and I thought that's what they said, and I was like, that makes no sense to me. Okay, so scratch all of that. So Rami is going to play the villain in the next James Bond movie. That is perfect for him. Thank you so much, Melissa, because I was like, I can't see how he's going to be James Bond. Like, him jumping in and out of cars in the suit. However, they could probably put a spin on him and make him debonair, but he still has to play the villain. Like, oh my God, I'm all into that. That is going to be a great movie because he is totally like, sometimes I watch that series that he was on and I was like, I'm feeling like he's a little special. I don't know about y'all, because sometimes when people play these roles in these movies and they play a little too well, it starts me thinking like, is this how you are in real life? Like, how do you turn that off and on? One of the reasons why, in full disclosure, I did not see Us yet. I did buy a ticket because I like to support movies in opening weekend, but I did not go see it yet because I was not ready to see her acting like that. Now, everyone told me that it gets better, so I am going to go again. So as you see, I am going to have like a month long of movies that I need to see, and I'm going to come back and we'll talk about them. So any of these movies that you guys haven't seen, get caught up on it so we can come back and talk about it. And if you see something that you think I need to see, let's do it. Daniel Craig is still James Bond. Got it. Perfect. Oh my God, this is wonderful. You know, Melissa, I'm so glad that you're here today because I was like, I can't see this. So I am watching The View. Don't tell anybody from my phone because I am totally addicted to that show. I love their table talk topics. The View is just my show. So I was watching it and I was like, how's he going to be James Bond? Like, that doesn't even make any sense. Absolutely. Yes, Nick Cage. Oh my God. So I don't think he is normal in real life. I don't. I absolutely don't. So she's saying that she feels the same way about Nick Cage. It's how I was saying when these stars playing these movies and the way they act, it's a little, yeah, like I feel like if I saw him in real life, I might side-eye him just to kind of see like, you know, how he's going to respond. Like, I don't know. And, you know, maybe we should just credit it to their acting. I don't know. You know, I don't know them in real life. I would love to hear from some people who know them in real life, kind of like, no, that's not how they are. But who knows? Who knows? Then, did you guys know that today was World Penguin Day? Imagine that. World Penguin Day. Imagine that. Like, what does that mean? Like, are we supposed to go out and celebrate penguins? Should we go to the zoo and look for penguins? Like, what do you do? So we post penguins on Instagram and Twitter. You guys have pictures of penguins? I don't, but I feel like I should find some just to post it. And then I was telling someone downstairs before I came into my room, I was like, did you know it was World Penguin Day? And she was like, why do you know that? I don't know why I know that. I just like knowing rare things. And I realized that I do follow the national calendar. Walk like a penguin. Yes, I like that idea. You know what? So let me tell you guys what I'm going to do when I go back downstairs. Because I told a few people that it was World Penguin Day, and they kind of were giving me the look like, girl, why? Who cares? Why do you know that? So I'm going to tell everybody that we should walk like a penguin. So I feel like we're going to do a video, and it's going to be about walking like a penguin for World Penguin Day. Absolutely. Yes. So Melissa is saying they have a day for everything now. They absolutely do. So I follow this site. It's called the National Calendar. And I swear every day there are like 5 different things for what the day is. Like today is drink a hot chocolate. Who's coming up with these days? So I'm going to have a day and I'm going to figure out what we're going to call it. The Disney Nature Penguins movie came out. Did you see that movie? It did come out on Earth Day. You're right. It did come out on Earth Day. So I wonder, is there another movie that's coming out on Earth Day? I wonder, like, are they gonna have something else that debuts? So I didn't realize that it didn't come out until Earth Day. Okay, that's good to know. So Melissa is saying that I should do my penguin dance at Mom 2 Summit and set it on fire. You know what? How about I'm going to let them know that it's World Penguin Day and we need to respect the penguins. Yes, I'm putting it out there, guys. I'm going to listen on Twitter so everybody know. And I'm going to say, hey, join me. And I'm going to set a time, maybe during one of our breaks. And I'm going to say, let's do a video in honor of World Penguin Day. What? I think people would agree with that. What do you guys think? I think we should totally do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. All right. And then I got some other news that I'm finding out in the news. So apparently they issued a search warrant for the Baltimore City mayor. How are you the mayor and they raiding your house, the FBI, the IRS, on some scandal behind you wrote this book and they feel like you paid off this medical system bought all these books because you kind of let this medical system come in and do whatever they want to do. Stop it, people, stop it. Our medical system is needed. The disparities are already crazy. Now you are just creating this big cloud over it. We got to stop. And I don't know if you guys have been paying attention to that college scandal, but you know I have because it is like so intriguing to me. Becky is basically like, I'm not taking a deal. Nope. I didn't know it was wrong. I'm not taking a deal. Now, I'm Becky. You know it was wrong. You knew when you gave that man that money and you did not claim that money on your taxes that it was wrong. Come on, guys, talk to me. What do you think? What are your thoughts? So for me, we all know that people have been paying and buying things at universities, and not just universities. My children go to a private school, and I see some things that I know happen because of privilege and money. I already know. No one needs to tell me. So we know that it's been happening. We know that. But when you start not paying your taxes on it and defrauding the government, you know that's when you get in trouble. So they keep putting it on the news like the reason that Becky is in trouble is because of the fact that she gave that money. No, that's not why she's in trouble. And I need them to clear it up because people keep saying, I can't believe this is happening at colleges. Why? Yes, yeah, it has. And I say to people, you know, your president went to University of Penn. It is very hard to get into Wharton. So just think about it. Like what you see of him right now and the fact that he went to like one of the most prestigious Ivy League colleges. You got to know it has to do with money. His dad has a lot of money. And I want to say his dad was an alum. So you got that legacy clause that falls all into that. But it's a whole lot. So for her to say, I didn't know that I shouldn't do that, stop it. What I will allow her to say is, everybody's doing it. I paid this money. I didn't know it was going to come back on me. I didn't realize that I should have filed taxes on it. Let me pay the taxes on this money and keep it moving. That's what she needs to do to kind of get out of this. But whether or not she'll do it, who knows? Who knows? I don't know. I have no idea what will happen. We'll see. But you guys know I will be paying attention because, like I said, you know, it's intriguing. And then I can't wait to see how these colleges and universities are going to revamp their admission process. Now, for me, I have to pay attention because, you know, I have a teenager and a preteen, and they are heavily into sports. So we are a lacrosse family, and both of my children have decided they would love to play lacrosse in college. So that means that, you know, not only do they have to have the grades, because my daughter wants to go to an Ivy, not only do they have to have the grades, they have to have the athletic ability. And they are very great players, and they're doing well. I'm so proud of them. But now I need to see how is this going to impact them later on. You know, they already made changes previously about how the whole recruitment process happens. Now there's going to be new changes as a result of this. So I'm like, it's always something. We'll see what happens. I will totally keep you guys posted as it all unfolds. And I've been talking to a lot of other parents who are either in the process of deciding if their children are going to be, if their children want to be players in college. Some of them have middle schoolers. I have a middle schooler as well. And one of them has a 9th grader. I have a 10th grader. So we've been kind of talking about the process, how to be seen, you know, basically because it really becomes about being in the right place. Because prior to a certain grade, you can't really reach out to them. So you got to be in the right place at the right time. And you got to be connected to the right people. And I feel like being connected to the right people is a lesson that you learn in life. So I am a member of a lot of organizations, and people are like, why are you a part of all these organizations? Like, how do you keep up? You're going to this meeting, you're going to that meeting. And I was like, life is a big networking event. I was like, I'm sorry. I said, and, so few people are getting by on just what they know as opposed to who they know. So I need to make sure that whatever is happening, I can always try to get me a seat at the table, because I don't need my children to have to work harder. I want them to work smarter. So for me, that is big. And that's what I talk to them about all the time. That's what you got to do. So, like I said, I am here in Austin and people are pinging me and texting me, telling me that I need to get downstairs to my session. But I wanted to make sure that I came to you guys first before I went into my afternoon session after a great lunch to talk to you guys. I am going to come to you live again. Probably, I may do it on Friday because I may have some downtime on Friday and just really talk to you about what I've been experiencing here in Austin, what's happening at Mom2, talk to you about a look at some of the sponsors. I'm going to actually try to go live downstairs in the marketplace when I talk to some of them. It is very, very noisy. I mean, extremely noisy. So it's not, I don't know that you'll be able to hear me. And that's part of the reason why I came upstairs. I do have a mic, but I came upstairs so that you could hear me talking. So we'll see. But I definitely want you guys to see, kind of what's happening here, kind of what we do when we come to these events. People ask me about that a lot. And to see what's some of the new things that are entering in the market space. So this conference is actually being sponsored by Google. So, Google's huge. So Google is really, really, really entering and recognizing the importance of children and families in this digital space. So if you have a child, and I'm sure most of you probably do, I'm sure your children can probably navigate the internet and all this tech stuff much better than you can. Like literally my daughter has been teaching me how to use Final Cut Pro. She's tough taught, and I'm like, great, because I don't feel like reading anything. I don't want to watch any videos. Just show me what to do. But we also got to realize that not everyone that's on the internet has their best interests at heart. And so Google and a lot of other companies are really trying to make certain that we see what's happening in this space and that we can make sure that our kids stay safe in this space. So I'm going to go to some sessions on that, and I will share those details because that is something that's very near and dear to me because like I said, we know that this is the age that we're moving in. And people ask me all the time, which is a funny question. And I'm actually going to do a talk about this. At what age do you buy your child a cell phone? And I'm always like, it is a personal decision. You can buy your child a cell phone at 5 if you feel like your child needs a cell phone. You don't have to justify it to anybody. But people always want to talk about it. I don't know. We'll see. But guys, it has been so much fun talking to you guys. Thank you for joining me for my Tea Talk Thursday. I will be back sometime, if not tomorrow, maybe Saturday. Once I get in and get situated, I can kind of let you know what we did and kind of what's happening here in Austin. But either way, I will bring you all of the news from Austin as soon as I can. But I got to get to my session. So you guys enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll talk to you later. Thanks for tuning in.